Alright guys, how you doing? We are back for another video on Talk Sooty. I am wearing the old kit, but it's Manchester United 2, Barcelona 1. Even with the Spanish ref, I don't even know where the ref was from, but he might as well have been on the Barcelona payroll because that was a joke. Absolute joke. But before I get into that, we won 2-1. I did predict that. I don't know if I actually predicted it in a few in my last few videos and a couple of other ones, but I did message it to my dad. There is proof. You won't actually see the proof, but you just got to take my word for it. We did win 2-1. What a second half! What a second half! And Ten Hag, the mastermind behind it. He is like mastermind. I know I meant Megamind, but without the massive, big blue head. But what a manager he is! What a manager! The half-time subs were just excellent. Getting Antony on for Weghorst. He didn't have his best of games. He looked out of it today, but I'm not gonna slander him because the team put in a shift and we got what we deserved. But Antony came on, boom. You can just see the balance there. They give him a lot of slate for not providing much, but he's got more goals than Jack Grealish this season, and they're saying he's having a good year. So let's just hold on a second. Let's hold on. Because Antony has scored against Arsenal, City and Barcelona. They're big games. For the first season, he just won us the game against Barcelona. There's another couple players who probably won us the game. The whole team won us the game because they played as a team. That's the word. That's the key word from today's video. Team. Because that is what United played as today. Fred. First half, he's Fred, the postman. Second half, he's Fredinho. Absolute masterclass second half. Same like it was last week, a masterclass second half. But today, he was everywhere. Absolutely everywhere. He obviously scored the first goal, absolutely meant it off the shin into the bottom right hand corner, 100% meant because his Brazilian passport says so. But it was the Brazilians who saved us in the end. Joga Benito, whatever it is, something like that. I don't know how you say it, but the Brazilian magic saved us. Robert Lewandowski or Lewandowski, whatever you want to call him, they got absolute joke of a penalty decision. Referee, like I said, in the back pocket of Barcelona, but even with that, they still couldn't win. De Gea was so close to saving the penalty as well, but apart from that, he did nothing. No one had a sniff. The only one chance that I thought, they could have scored was the Koundé header, which was a great save by David De Gea. Another great save from him that keeps us in the game because it was at 1-1 at that time. Sancho gets beat on the back post. Koundé going in top right. It was a great save, tipped it over the bar. And then Raphael Varane, Rolls Royce, Champions League Varane, whatever nickname or name you want to call him, the monster with Leacher at the back. Them two were brilliant. But I'm just going to focus on Varane for a second because he made a goal line clearance at the end of the game that saved us from drawing and going to extra time. We won that game because we played as a team. Everyone put in a shift. Wan-Bissaka put in a shift. Even Weghorst, you could see he was out of his depth, but he put in a shift like he always does. Sancho put in a shift. You can see he's working a lot harder. It wasn't his best of games. He was a bit out of it in the 10, but you can see Ten Hag is putting the discipline in all of them because he's tracking back like Antony tracks back. Dalot, when he came on, he played well. Just everyone played well today. And I'm not going to knock anyone. I'm not knocking a single person, but there's one person you've got to thank for that. And that's that big, bold, beautiful man, Erik Ten Hag. Because he's a genius. He is a genius. He's got us playing differently. First off, before the penalty, we were the better team. Bruno had a great chance and he probably should have scored. He took a touch that took it a bit far wide and it closed the angle, but he probably should have scored that. But after the penalty, they were in control and they might have scored too. There wasn't a big chance, but they had a lot of the ball where they could have possibly scored. But they didn't. We went into at half-time, 1-0 down. Ten Hag goes, Weghorst, woot, you've done your job. Just come off a set. Antony's got to cook. And oh, did he cook. He was brilliant. He could have got an assist for Rashford. He overhit a pass across the goal. But he scored a beautiful goal. Garnacho went for it. He was a great sub again. Another good sub with Dalot. He's just so good. Garnacho is so direct and so quick. He absolutely cooked biscuits. absolutely cooked him, sent him back to the pension zone. But just a great performance from everyone. And I'm glad it was Antony who won us the game, because he's just come back from injury. A lot of critics he's had this season, I think unfairly really, considering it's his first season. But yeah, I'm glad he scored. It was a good finish as well, because Garnacho went for it, blocked. Fred went for it, blocked, and then it falls to Antony. Boom! First time on the left foot, bottom left hand corner. How would you like those apples? I love them, absolutely love them. Like, what are they? Pink ladies. That's what it was like. Beautiful, beautiful stuff, and it was a beautiful performance. And now it's all eyes on the Carabao Cup on Sunday. But I feel like I can't take away anything from this performance. Like, I just don't want to leave it yet. I want to just take it all in, because it was just second half. That second half, we were just electric, and the crowd. I mean, I was watching it in the pub. I could hear it through the speakers in the pub, and it sounded electric. And I'm not annoyed, but I was so, well, no, I am annoyed. I wish I could have gone to the game. I tried to get a ticket, but it just wasn't. They weren't popping up on the website for me. But it is what it is. I had a great time in the pub, and it was a great game. And this team is going places, and that's the direction. Up. It's going up, and that's because of one man, the disciplined man, the mastermind, the tactical genius. To do the sub at half time, and it's the sub that it wins you the game. That's a tactical genius there. Xavi couldn't do anything. When we scored the first, you could see it in his and Rafinha's face on the sideline. It was like, oh God, we're done. That's the face it was. It was like we're in for it now. And he just had no answers for it. No answers at all. But like I was saying before about Varane and Martinez, that partnership is brutal. And by brutal, I mean so good. They've got this connection. It's French connection. It's just gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. And Martinez, he just that butcher, isn't he? Just the Argentinian. He gets rough with you, and he beautiful. I loved it in the first half. He got given for a foul. I didn't feel it was a foul, but he went in there proper, left a bit of elbow in there on Lewandowski, absolutely floored him, sent him all the way back to Poland. It was just great. I mean, you could probably hear it in my voice a bit. It feels a bit croaky. I don't know if that's I've got something in my chest or don't know what, but it was a great game. And those two at the back, and then the full-backs played well. Luke Shaw, just a cool, calm, collective performance from him as always. Wan-Bissaka was great in the first half, really getting forward, really linking up. And when Dalot came on, he played well as well. And then Fred and Casemiro, I can't believe I forgot about him. He is the best midfielder in the world. No CDM, no none of that. Best midfielder in the world. Full stop, done, finish, finito, goodbye, end of sentence. You know what I mean? He is so good. He controls the game. And what a way to win on your 31st birthday. Wait, it was today, wasn't it? Was it today? I don't know, so much had gone on. I don't know if it was today or tomorrow, but I don't care. He's just an absolute monster. Absolute monster. Like the fans were saying, Frankie, give us a wave. Frankie, give us a wave. Frankie, give us a wave. Should have joined. You didn't want to join United because we were playing in Europa League. You've only gone and got knocked out of the Europa League by United. Just pipe down a sec. Pipe down a step or two. It was a great performance, a great win. Everyone played well. I'll give everyone man of the match, but no, realistically, man of the match for me goes to Ten Hag for being an absolute genius and seeing what everyone else could see, and that's the difference. He saw what we could see from the outside, what I could see anyway, and people in the pub. But normally, a few seasons ago, we could see something, and you've got Solskjaer, you've got Ranić, you've got even Mourinho. They just wouldn't change it. He changed it at the perfect time, and it changed the game. And like I said, but you could see it in Xavi's face. He was like, he looked like a man who had no idea what to do. And they've not lost a game since October, so that just shows the levels of what Ten Hag is doing at this club, and I can't be so grateful for this man. He is my God. If I'm going to be religious, it's because of him. The Ten Hag religion. That's what religion I'm in, and I just love it. Absolutely love it. This club, I'll die for it. It's a great. I was going to say it's another great 3 points. I always do this with two-leggers, but it was a great result. Moving on to the Sunday game, and I went for 3-1 there. I predicted that. I messaged that my dad. Said 3-1, and I think it'd be 3-1 again. No, not 3-1 again, but I think it will be 3-1. I think we'll have too much for Newcastle. And there's only ways up with this team, and yeah, that's it from me today. It's been a great result. Thoughts in the comments, Reds, what you thought about the game, but yeah, that's it from me today. Sooty out.